Think you need a credit score to buy a home? Think again. Freddie Mac now allows homebuyers with no credit score to qualify for a mortgage, but there's some specific rules you need to know. So if you or your client don't have a traditional credit score, don't worry. Today I'm breaking down exactly what's required, what's allowed, and how to get approved. Let's get into it. So if you're applying for a mortgage without a credit score, here's what you can buy and can't buy. You can buy a one-unit property, so single family, home, condo, or PUD, or a home using a fixed rate mortgage. But you cannot buy a manufactured home, a super conforming loan, or use the refi possible program. So the key takeaway here is you can still become a homeowner without a credit score, but the type of home and loan options are a little bit more limited. So who can be on the loan? If you're applying for a mortgage without a credit score, all borrowers must occupy the home as their primary residence, provide proof of rental history, have non-traditional credit references, so more on that here in a little bit, and non-occupant co-borrowers are not allowed. So this means if you are planning on using a co-signer who won't live in the home, that won't work under these guidelines. So what are the credit and payment requirements? So just because you don't have a credit score doesn't mean you can qualify with no payment history at all. You'll still need at least 2 non-traditional credit references that have been established for at least 12 months. So a clean rental history for at least one of the borrowers on the loan, no 30-day lates or anything like that on your rental history, no more than 1 late payment on the 2 non-traditional credit references. So you might be wondering what counts as a non-traditional credit reference. Auto insurance payments like utilities, electric, gas, water, your phone or internet bills, rent payments, obviously, any kind of store or furniture accounts. So as long as you can document 12 months of on-time payments, you can qualify even without a credit score. What about collections, judgments, and tax liens? If you don't have a credit score, but you have some past financial challenges, here's what you need to know. Collections, judgments, and tax liens are allowed, but with conditions. So no new collections, judgments, or tax liens in the past 24 months are allowed. Medical collections are an exception because these don't count against you. But if you've had the past financial issues, but they're at least 2 years old, you may still qualify. So I often get asked, do you need homebuyer education? Yes. At least one borrower on the loan must complete a homeownership education course before closing. And this is a great opportunity to understand the home buying process, even if it's required. So how much can you borrow? So without a credit score, you can still borrow up to 95% of the home's purchase price or value. That means only a 5% down payment is required. Even without a traditional credit score, you can still qualify for a mortgage with a low down payment. So if you or your client are thinking about buying a home without a credit score, here's what to do next. Start gathering non-traditional credit references. Make sure you have at least 2 accounts with 12 months of on-time payments. Check your rental history. So if you've been renting, make sure your payments have been on time for the past year. Complete a home buyer education course. So this is required before closing. And then talk to a lender who understands these guidelines. So not every lender is comfortable handling no credit score loans. So make sure you're working with someone who does. Not sure if you qualify for a mortgage without a credit score? Book a call with me today. I'll walk you through the process, help you gather the right documents, and make sure you're ready to get approved. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button for more home buying tips and mortgage strategies. Click the link below, schedule a chat, and let's make your homeownership dream a reality.